Hello everyone, my name is Charlotte and I'm here with the crew of Famous TV, or Famous Incorporated as you guys are officially known. We have the lovely Joe and Roman here talking to you. So, hello, and also I must say that we've got this really great location. Actually, we're here at the Arabesque restaurant, cafe and gallery along Cavill. So it's been fantastic. We've been able to have our performers performing here in Surfers Paradise, and to get to chill out here is it's pretty good as well, yeah. So, of course, for those of you who don't know who Famous Inc. is, I think the best place to start is to really talk about who you are as an organisation first. So, yeah, who wants to go?
I suppose in 2008, Roman started up Famous Incorporated in New South Wales, and it's semi-lifted. Obviously, had the potential to go extremely far, and obviously due to the GFC, I believe it was, you had to put it there on the back burner, and Roman had to focus on himself, which he'll get into the information side of things. But look, I met Roman going on about a year ago now, around that time. And through my content base and my network and my love for music and Roman's love for music, he told me about Famous Incorporated, and I just fell in love with the idea, and I was like, wow, that's perfect. So we in a way married up our network and our contacts and our passion, and really the birth of Famous Inc. came past, but Famous Inc. the second is what we should call it.
The second.
Well, I should actually then ask, what are your backgrounds musically? What made you guys decide, okay, this is, where did you start with Famous
We're
Inc.?
both performing. I mean, we sort of we started performing on the streets ourselves, and we put ourselves on that sort of kind of environment for a while, and we met lots of musicians, lots of great artists, great performers, and we got such sort of kind of drive, behind the project. So we just sort of realized there's this huge potential there for people to be able to see what's the value actually they're on the streets. And so the idea was to get people and sort of kind of polish it and make it shine as a diamonds, so introduce that to society, so they have such a great entertainment being looked upon, it's because the streets performance has been harassed, and as we know, they have a really hard kind of a life, so we put ourselves in that situation to actually breathe the same air. And then we perform ourselves we had Gypsy Kings, a sort of kind of concept, and we were traveling around the coast, and we fall in love more and more into this idea, and that inspired us to get up to the level. So we start to talk to all the government organizations and private businesses to support the idea and get behind the wheel. We just started pretty much as we reinstall the whole, the whole organization just came up together. And we had the meetings, and it's all formed now. So it's it's became organization. So from there, we have now a stable platform, so we can step up more and more. And the artists are benefiting from there. So because they got exposure, great exposure. So and they get encouragement themselves to actually to be somewhere to perform in a huge amount of crowd. So we aiming to get a big event, a big concert in the end, in a few months' time, so in the Broadwater Parklands, we already spoke to City Council and Broadwater Parklands Council, so that they actually go behind this. They want to support it because they want to attract the people in. It's a great place, the Gold Coast and the Surfers Paradise. But there's no such a thing as organized performance.
No, exactly. When it comes to street performance, I remember we were talking about this before, that they're willing to support maybe one event, but to be able to not only get one event, but to have that constant support of street performers on an everyday basis would be, I guess, beneficial, and that's kind of where you guys want to kind of direct as well.
Yeah, I think the analogy is a girl's best friend's diamonds, but they don't understand that the process that a diamond has to go through is the coal's got to eventually be put under pressure to the point where it's pumping out diamonds. So if we can create a conveyor belt where it's along the same analogy, where we can create the diamonds from the coal, which the coal is the street performers. So that's where people forget and they neglect to remember the starting point of any musician. plenty of diamonds out there, but there's also more coals than diamonds, and if you put the right pressure onto them, you can actually pop out beautiful things, which you've seen just today, and they're not known, you know what I mean? They're not known at all, but do they have the potential to be international? 100%. I believe that, and Roman believes that.
Yeah.
That's why our core belief as Famous Incorporated is to be an unbiased platform, is to give everyone an opportunity. Doesn't mean everyone's going to get to where they need to go, but it's just like diamonds. Every coal has to go through that opportunity to be a diamond. Does it all become a diamond? No, 100% not. But you compress the right amount and you get it with volume. At least everyone's had a go. The ones that come out to be diamonds on the other end, you revolutionise the music industry.
And I guess in a way, having that pressure on your performers and what you put out there, it changes, it revolutionises the way the audience looks at street performers.
That's correct. Yeah.
Because then they're getting to see, giving the opportunity to see great performers on a stage where they're not getting harassed, you know, where they're able to perform at their best, do what they love, and give their own kind of raw talent a chance. And then, of course, it gives the performers the opportunity to show what they can do best and decide their direction rather than the audience kind of walking away or giving them a bit of flack. Yeah.
The worst thing about it is that busk is the stigma to street performance.
Yes.
Once you've got a stigma attached, you know, me and Roman, when we are hands-on, you know, I mean, although we're sitting up in the office in the daytime, in the nighttime we're sitting out there actually supporting out the guys that we have on our team, also supporting the artists that we support. That's why we're support based. You know, we can go out sometimes, and I sung with Scott on Friday, and couples were stopping. The girl would want to sit down and listen, and the guy would drag away. Or the guy would want to sit down and listen, the girl would drag away. It's because there's stigma. They think that we're just trying to hustle. They're going, oh no, pull him away, because they think that he's going to give them money. But it's like, hang on, you paid $30 for a CD having you've paid hundreds of dollars to go to Blues Fest and all these events. It's nothing against the events, but it's you already paid. These guys are sitting there with just passion to be able to perform for you for free. And if you feel that you actually like them, then give them money. If you feel you don't, then listen. That's all it's about.
Yeah, and a lot of artists that we do appreciate and buy CDs of today, they've started in the exact same position, being street performers and bringing their own original music to the streets and to strangers. So I guess you guys just giving the same people that opportunity and seeing where it goes, it just kind of gives them another leg to stand on or another support.
Exactly. It's all about support, because they can be on their own and they will struggle. But if you give them support, they'll just, it's a nourishment. That's the program, you know, you bring them up, you know, so that way they can actually do more, you know, so they're not stuck on a certain level. So we're just trying to lift them up a bit, you know, so that's the whole idea. And if they get up, you know, it's like a Passenger, for example, that's a great example of an artist who crawl from the like level of zero or ground level to like practically international recognized artist with a big following, and a lot of people like really appreciate what he's doing at the moment, right? So
the thing I love about Passenger is that he when he does his tours, he'll always spend moments to go and busk, and that's beautiful. You know, you see on his website, I'm busking here at the Queen Street Mall, and he puts his guitar away, but he's sitting there completely raw with 10,000 people, and it's like going, that is busking at a street performer professional level.
Yes.
He's already started it, right? But the thing is, he can't control that on his own. So that's all our platform is, to be able to give all of these artists the exact same opportunity to be street performers in front of tens of thousands of people. But also, instead of going, you have to buy my CD so I can live, it's actually giving them an opportunity to go, hey, look, I'll chuck you a couple bucks, I'll chuck you $5. It's perfect, because they have the choice. Everyone's got a choice instead of taking it away.
So, of course, what I should kind of leave it with is, because, of course, you've had your first showcase today, you're meeting with the council. What's the next kind of process to kind of really push Famous Inc. out?
The next process, and this is another analogy. I like analogies. It's who I am. You'll learn that. Everyone will learn that. But here's the analogy. Typical Gold Coast. I'm going to use the Gold Coast girls, and I don't mean to put anything on that, but a lot of the ones, when you look at it completely, when they say, oh, what are the girls like? They're beautiful people, but there's a lot of soul missing from them. You know, it's the same thing with Gold Coast as a body. The body is beautiful, but there's no soul here. So our next process is to be able to implement a bit of soul here. So we're speaking with Surfers Paradise Alliance. coming up this week, and they've asked us to help assist the cultural development within Gold Coast, predominantly in Surfers Paradise. After everything that's happened, you can walk around and it's a ghost town. Although there's people, there's nothing there for you to be attracted by. So our next is to be able to take the Surfers Paradise as a platform for us to be able to showcase and really start Melbourneising, I think is the word.
Yes.
Melbourneising Surfers Paradise. I mean, they've already got the tram, so
Yeah.
Yes,
so that's
exactly.
a Melbourne right?
The G-Link.
They got the
is here
truck.
now.
The G-Link, yeah. G-Link. Come down to the G-Link. There we go. It's a bit of advertising for your surfers.
Thank you. Yes.
But yeah, so that's our next. I mean, there's constant steps we got to take, but we are going to start here in Surfers Paradise and then eventually work our way to where it needs to be.
Yeah, well, hopefully then, there's so much happening that there's obviously the drive. I think that people here living on the Gold Coast want to see more culture, and if you guys are at the forefront helping with people doing all the groundwork, that it could be a great platform for many, many artists to be able to showcase their work. And so thank you so much for helping be that platform, and we look forward to seeing maybe the change in the Gold Coast over the next few months.
Yeah,
That'd be fantastic.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys, and
Sure.
thanks again for watching Famous TV and Famous Incorporated.